If I were the devil, I'd tell you that love is the only answer that we need. Knowing that in the garden, I had already successfully separated humans from God's love once, which means I can do it again. If I were the devil, and I knew that people had psychic abilities that were gift from God, and since it is a gift from God, truly evil psychics are far few and in between, I would have to find a way to humanize it, find a way to use this gift against them electronically, somehow with technology. Not only that, but I would make gifted people look crazy for using their gifts, or even voicing that they may have some sort of supernatural ability. And then when I successfully get them to keep it a secret, I'll introduce them to the ones that I have been able to gain control over in this world system. Because if I don't get them on my side, they're a huge liability. And each one of them have the ability to destroy my kingdom, just simply by being obedient to that Most High God. So, if I were the devil, these are the ones I would target most definitely. And if I were the devil, I'd even give them a social media platform where they could share their experiences and their gifts. That way we can round them all up in one spot, or at least a large majority of them, and study them, make them the focal point and also the teaching faculty of the ones that I am in control of, because I in fact am not God and do not possess the capacity it takes to teach them how to be godly. All I can teach them is selfishness and evil. And we can't have just that, because nobody will believe that. We need people that actually believe in themselves. So true evil knows that it can't win. And if I were the devil, knowing that I can't win, that my sentence has already been handed out, and that my time is short, I guess the only thing I could really do is hurt them as much as I can while I'm here. If I were the devil, it wouldn't be about the end game. It would just be about getting what makes me feel good today. If I were the devil, I would make choosing self, focusing on self, being aware of the self, I would make it look like the godly thing to do. And if I were the devil, I'd be smart enough to know that the only way to do that is to get godly people to be deceived into thinking that choosing yourself is the highest path. If I were the devil, I would teach people that godliness is gain. If I were the devil, do my best to shorten people's attention spans to the truth and lengthen them to entertainment, and find ways to create entertainment where it literally reacts with the reward and pleasure center of the brain. If I was the devil, I'd create an entire society of people that were comfort-driven and materialistically motivated to just want to feel good. If I were the devil, I'd keep them so distracted about just wanting to feel good throughout the day that they wouldn't even want to look at the truth because of how painful I've actually made it out to be in this life. If I were the devil, I'd tell you that God is not going to help you, that He wouldn't lift a little finger to help you, that if you want anything done, you've got to do it yourself. If I were the devil, I would convince the ones I know are influencers that they can't get the gold without the dragon. If I were the devil, I would be absolutely as honest as I could about everything except for my intentions behind it. If I were the devil, I'd deceive your parents into thinking that dreams and visions that God gave them about you when you were just an infant, that it was actually me in those dreams, that I'm the one they should fear, and make a fear-based decision to shelter you and limit you from learning things that you needed to learn in life until you're much older, where you'll be forced to learn everything in an accelerated, rapid pace all at once. So that way you're overwhelmed, and when you're overwhelmed and you're down and you're miserable, that's when I'll make my move. That's when I'll strike you the heaviest, is when I know you're about to enter into God's blessing season. Because if I can't stop you, at least maybe I can fuck it up for you. But if I were God's child, to all that I would say, go ahead. It's just one more nail in your eternal coffin, bitch. You see, you may know about my past, Lucifer. You may be able to dive into the Akashic records and whatever fucking horse shit. I can't really say how I feel about it. Is that you only know what you want to know. You lie to yourself about everything else. That's the difference between you and me. I know the truth. There is no truth in you. You know the truth is written down. That's the only source of truth you have left, is God's Word. Everything else that you are is fraudulent. You are the deceiver, the slanderer, the accuser of the brethren. And you are about to be thrown down out of heaven like lightning falling from heaven. Watch out, world, when that happens. He's gonna be really fucking pissed. Those are the days when my happiness will begin to flow. Are these videos too long? Probably. How do you want me to fit all these multiple lifetimes I've fucking supposedly lived into fucking 60-second videos? Huh? I might be magic, but God's the only one who can work miracles. Okay?